And we'll just go ahead and dive in. So this week, I am super excited to talk to you guys about, for our product training, to talk to you guys a little bit about our precious petals, precious florals, um, the new oils that we got. So we've known that the Blue Lotus was coming since January when we got to, when I got to check it out in Kona. But it was just a really quick smell and not really getting to use it. So I'm excited to have it here now. How many of you guys got this already? Either let me know by show of hands or in the chat. Mine just arrived today. I don't know what took so long. I was like waiting every day for the guy to come. But just got mine today. We opened it up and I've been loving playing with blending them. So this collection is really meant to be blended and layered to make your own personal perfume, your own signature perfume. So play with them, layer them. If you have an Essential Life book, in the back, there's actually a whole section on layering different oils, and it'll tell you like base note, middle note, and top note. And so these florals are amazing for perfumes. So make your own perfume and just experiment with it. And you don't need to actually blend these. You could if you want, but you don't need to. You can actually put something on and then roll this on top. You could mix these different ones that are in the collection, but they're so nice. So you're gonna, it's $68 wholesale, $90 retail, and it's 50 PV. And it is, you guys, it is so beautiful. It's probably the prettiest Mother's Day packaging that they've had. So this, I don't know if it's too bright, but it's really pretty watercolor floral. And then the thing that goes over it, it has almost like this Moroccan, like those Moroccan lamps that have the little holes in it. It's so pretty. My daughter wants to steal it and make art stuff from it. She's like, if I paint on it, only the parts will come through. I was like, yes, I know, but I just got it, so maybe later. But you know, you're gonna need one for yourself, and you're gonna need one to give away. I'm even thinking about ordering an extra one just to have like these singles to give as like a really nice gift to friends for birthdays and whatever. But the one that is the star, you know, I know you guys know the other florals, but tonight we're really going to talk about the Blue Lotus. So this is a really unique oil, you guys. There is no other Blue Lotus that is available for purchase that is pure and unadulterated. So Emily was searching for years for a source for Blue Lotus. It is it's different in the sense that it is actually it's not what is it called? Shoot, it's extracted. So it's not distilled. It's not a it's actually an extract. It's not essential oil. It's the oil is extracted in a different way. And it takes so many flowers to get it. They had to plan for months to even source enough of this for this Mother's Day collection. So this is going to be your only chance to get this very precious oil. They only use the head of the Blue Lotus to make this. So, and it takes these flowers a really long time to grow. And then once they're harvested, you can't, they grow singly. They grow in the mud, they grow in the water, and they grow just one big flower. So it's not like jasmine or something where you have a whole field of jasmine growing. It is very hard to find enough flowers. And then also the petals themselves have a very low yield. So this is a very precious oil. And you will see Blue Lotus, like you can Google Blue Lotus and you'll find a few things out there, but pretty much guaranteed that they are all adulterated. So Emily had people looking for this for a long time, right? She has a whole sourcing team who goes around the world searching for new oils and stuff. They brought her different samples before, and every time she tests it, she's like, nope, it's not good enough. So yeah, you definitely don't want to miss out on this. It smells, I don't know how to describe the smell. It's very unique. It smells different when it's on. So play with it, put it on and test it out on yourself, mix it with different things. It is known as a very mysterious and mystical flower. It has a lot of like stories around it and stuff. It's very rare, and it's really great for your skin. So all flower oils, like we know, are really good for skin, that outer part of your skin, the smoothness, the texture, whereas the wood oils are actually good for the structure of your skin. The flowers are going to be for the surface of your skin. So you want to use this before bed, use it as part of your skincare routine. Lotus also represents long life and health and honor and good luck. It is, the meaning behind this oil is so beautiful too, and it's just very peaceful and relaxing. So play with this, play with it with your other florals, play with it with some of your wood oils. I actually really want to, for some reason, I really want to try this with vetiver. Just, I feel like the wood and the floral just kind of ground it. It's not a very sweet floral though, which I really like. It's not very um, sweet like jasmine or the neroli. It's more of an earthy floral, like sort of like how rose is more earthy and not real sweet. So play with it. I hope you guys like it as much as I do. I'm in love with it. My daughter already, if you guys were with us with bingo, I shared a story about my daughter using my rose, my pure rose, not the touch rose, the pure rose, for a science fair project. So she now decided that she loves rose. It's her favorite oil. So I told her she could have one of the rollers. They are 4 milliliter size. You guys, they're perfect when you start, leaving your house again to put in your purse. Like it's just, or even in your pocket or going out for a night. They make just the perfect little tiny size and just to roll on and stuff. So, and they're beautiful. So for tonight's business training, I want to talk to you guys about retention. Now, I know you guys know that this is the magic that is doTERRA. This is what sets us so far apart from other companies. Our retention rate is typically 68%, and the industry average as far as network marketing and direct sales is about 10%, meaning that people reorder. Now, 68% is also a very low estimate. That is talking about like month over month. Overall, our averages, it's more like an 80% if you're looking at the annual, which most people look at as far as companies. So what this means for us is that your customers keep ordering. It means for us that most of the people in your organization are customers, not necessarily here to do the business, which is awesome for you. And it means that we also spend a lot of time and a lot of energy in customer retention. And if you're not, you want to be. So how do we do that, right? And this right now is such a beautiful time. Your customers right now, you guys, they're at home, just like all of us are, and are looking for things to do and are really noticing which companies are kind of at the forefront of their mind and which ones are reaching out and which ones are showing their care for them, right? Are you guys noticing that as far as companies that you deal with? Who's actually showing that they actually care about you, right? And what's best for you? And I mean, the amount of emails that I have, like, here's what we're doing, is kind of astounding. But some of them are framed where it's definitely about them, and some of them are framed where it's definitely about me, right? I've called different companies too and had different experiences. So how do we be that experience where people are like, wow, Corinne really cares about me. Kiana really cares about me. She reached out and she is seeing how I'm doing, right? So we aren't these big corporations. You have personal customers. And so that is, that retention is all about you. So, yeah, right. Every single company that you bought something from is letting you know what they're doing right now. And I mean, I appreciate it. It's a little overkill for some of them, but some of them are really great because, yeah, if you are packaging things to me and you're sending it to me, I would like to know that you were taking proper precautions. I like to know how you're treating your employees. Are you giving your employees paid time off? Like I know Apple does that. Like that means a lot to me to know that they're taking care of their employees, right? Think of the things that matter to you and how that affects your purchasing decisions, and know that you are also in sales and you're also in customer service. So the way that we get retention, there's a few different ways, right? Wellness consults are so key. When you are signing up new people, you guys, we had an amazing month last month with welcoming new members into our team. Getting those wellness consults done is so important. And even if you aren't setting up new people, if you have existing people in your team, maybe they had a wellness consult a year ago or 6 months ago when they signed up, but maybe, just maybe, with the current times, maybe their health goals have changed, right? Maybe they have some other concerns that they would like help with, and they're not going to take the time to reach out to you. Hi. they're not going to take the time to reach out to you, right? Maybe they will, but there's a lot of them who, if you pick up that phone and you call them and you're like, hey, just wanted to see how you're doing, they're gonna be like, you know what? I was thinking about you. I wanted to know if there's an oil that I can use this for. Hey, I was wondering, I was thinking about it and I was gonna call you, but I just been so busy. How I want to set up that LRP thing. I want to get the points thing, right? When you reach out, they're like, oh yeah, oh my gosh, thank you. So no matter what your schedule may look like right now, whether you are an essential worker and you're still working, or you're working from home and trying to do that with kids under your feet and whatnot, you can do this. And so one of the things you're going to want to do is run your detailed genealogy. If you have a smaller team and you know all of your contacts, you know your personal customers, you have them already in your phone, great. If you don't and you have a larger organization, one thing I want you guys to look at is the daily mentor calls, the calling tree. And we're going to modify that and use it for specifically for this situation. And there's also a couple of things that I like to do. If you have a larger team and you really want this to be something that's scalable for you, something that I use is an app called Reach. It is for mass texting, but it's for texting from your own phone. So it's $5 a month, but you're texting from your own phone number. And what it does is it lets you write a text. You can include a graphic and you can send it to a list. So you're going to want to build your list. It has to all be people who are actually contacts in your phone, and you're going to build your list. But so it takes a little bit of legwork up front, but then whenever you have an announcement that you want to announce to a particular leg or to all your personal enrollments or what have you, you have it right there, and it's very easy. And what you do is it actually lets you edit it. It lets you put in their name. So it could be like, hey, there's like a little icon to put in for their first name. So then when I send it out, it'd be like, hey, Ilikea, hey, Sarah. It wouldn't just be this like, oh, this mass text message she sent out. It's like, oh, she actually said my name. Like, oh, she must have meant that for me. So you can write it pretty generic, but it's going to actually do that. Now, if you have a smaller team, you can totally just copy paste. Just make sure you change the name. Don't do the thing where you like accidentally send it with the old name and you didn't change it. Then people know you're just hitting paste. So I love Reach. There's also another one called Hit 'em Up. I prefer Reach. They're about the same price, I think. They do the same thing. It's texting from your own phone number, and you also have the chance to say, like, say I had all of you guys in that list that I was sending it to. I actually have to hit send on each one. It's going to populate it and paste the name in and all of that, and I just hit send on each one. But I actually have the chance to say, oh, you know what? Maybe I'm not going to send this one to Kiana because I just texted her earlier today, and it's gonna be really weird to be like, hey, I haven't talked to you in so long. So maybe I would unselect her, and I have that chance before I start running it. So I love that a lot of it's automated, but I still have the final say of who's actually being sent it. I use it for all kinds of stuff in my business, but I love that. And some things that you guys can reach out about is say if it's someone you haven't been in contact with for like the last 3 to 6 months, either a customer or someone who's not enrolled. So you want to make the time when you have the time. Maybe it's when your kids go to bed. Maybe it's in the morning before they wake up, to make your list of who am I going to contact, and maybe set a goal for yourself of like, I'm going to reach out to 5 people today. I'm going to reach out to 10 people today. Just like you keep track of how many cups of water you drink, or whatever you're tracking in your day-to-day life, tracking the day of the week that it is, whatever, wherever you're tracking those things, add that to it, right? There's so little, and you just add these things and it can just be part of what you're doing. So it can be as easy as like, hey, I just saw your post on Instagram and I thought of you, and how have you and your family been handling all of this change lately? You guys, the responses that I'm getting from these are like, oh, my daughter's back from college, or, oh my gosh, thanks for reaching out. Yeah, you know what? This is going on. It's been really crazy, but we're hanging in there. And maybe it starts a conversation that goes on and naturally leads to doTERRA, and maybe it doesn't. But this is part of connecting with your customers and showing them that you are there, right? We're not just about signing people up and getting them a membership and then ditching them. So it can be someone that another idea is like someone you haven't spoken with for a very long time, and just like, hey, I wanted to take a minute and check in on you and see how you guys are doing. I hope you're well, and I can't wait to hear back from you, right? Or it can be as like, hey, it could be a customer, and it's like, hey, we have some exciting things I really want to talk to you about. Like, give me a call when you have a chance. And maybe you want to tell them about continuing education. Maybe you want to tell them about you're offering wellness consults, new updated wellness consults for people. You're offering free 30-minute consultations to help them figure out how to, which products would best benefit them. It can be anything, you guys, but just really reaching out and being a kind human and reaching out with genuine care for them is going to go a long, long way right now. The name of the game in this business is retention. So if you are always just signing people up and then not taking care of them, and they kind of fall through the cracks and they feel like, maybe they don't really care about me, they're going to stop ordering. And right now it is, if you want to grow your business or to solidify your business, where you want to be working is in your existing team and really, really bringing value to the people who are there, and to really showing them that you care. Because we are, last month was huge, and I think that's amazing. And I think that, everybody rushed to buy On Guard and all these different things. But you guys, that's not going to be the reality for the next few months. It maybe this month too, right? Maybe people are still stocking up with things, but at the same time, our economy is taking a huge hit. People are deciding now what they're going to purchase and what they're not going to purchase, what they can cut out of their life, right? You don't want to be the thing that they cut out from their life, not just because this is your business, but because these products can actually help them, because these products are actually more affordable for taking care of their health than a lot of things out there. These products are safer for them to take care of their health than a lot of things out there, right? These things are going to be delivered to their door, where they don't actually have to go out to buy their laundry soap or whatever it is. Like, we have an amazing loyalty program where they're going to get an extra 30% back on top of what they're already saving, right? So you have something that's so amazing. You want to make sure that they know that. If they haven't already known that, now's the time to make sure that they know that. Now is the time to make sure that they know that we have an incredible support system. Make sure that they know that we have a monthly giveaway, right? Make sure that they know that we have continuing education available for them. This is your time to make sure that they know all that they get by working with you. So it's very, very important that you really dig in and support your current customers. It's going to make the world of difference. You won't see it in enrollments. You won't be like, oh my gosh, look at like all this growth, but that is what is going to be stable. And the reason why doTERRA has the Power of 3 bonus that we've talked about, and I actually want to go back into in the next couple of weeks into really structuring for that, because that bonus is all about loyalty rewards orders. These are not individual orders. These are not one-time orders. They are loyalty rewards orders over 100 PV. The reason is because that is how you build a solid business. Teaching people the benefits of loyalty rewards, teaching them how to get the benefits and earn the points. And so doTERRA, being so smart and to structure our compensation plan that way, is to help you to build and encourage you to build a strong, long-lasting business. So really, really want to make sure that we are taking this time, right? Like, I look at this time right now is, who do you want to be when this is over, right? We're in this sort of limbo time, and this can either be a time where you put in the work and start to, maybe you're like, you know what, I'm getting this Power 3 thing figured out. I'm filling in those pukas, and I'm getting, when this is done, like, that's what I'm working towards. Maybe it's to solidifying to your next rank. Maybe it's solidifying the rank that you've hit once but never gotten back to. Whatever that is, you guys, this time can be this amazing time to do that. And even personal goals. Like, I'm doing a family coaching program right now. I'm like, you know what? That was a great time to start learning how to create my family home environment that I really want, because we're all here. Like, what you're going to come out this time, this season that we're in is going to pass. And when it does, are you going to be further along than you were when it started? Or are you going to be like, oh, well, I just kind of let everything go for that few months? So retention. I think this is a beautiful time to really dive in to learning how to really take care of your team, learning how to access the resources that are there. If you guys don't know, it needs to be updated because a lot of the graphics I really don't like, but I have a FAQ built into our wholesale member group. You can tag people, they can go through the units and learn. They're going to get basic blends, they're going to get basic safety, they're going to learn how to use their LRP. It's basically all the frequently asked questions all answered in one place. So that's all there for them. If you don't know about that, it's now you do. You are welcome to tag people in it so that they can work their way through those things at their own pace. Continuing Ed is on Wednesdays at noon. This week is Toxic Free Living, which I'm super excited about. Mia's going to teach, and we're going to just keep on pouring into our community. So, and then you guys all have your other things that you're doing as well. So make sure your people know about that. You're not bothering them to let them know the additional perks that they get from signing up with you. Okay. I know a lot of times people are like, I don't want to bother them, or I don't want to, usually it's bother is what I hear. But you guys put yourself, as always, put yourself in their shoes. If you had just bought a $300 worth of oils, right? Would you want to know about all the things you get with that? You would, right? You want to know all the things. So, and now what I'm hearing too is that people are like, yeah, now's a great time for me to finally start learning about those oils. Like I have them and I've kind of like learned a little bit, but I really want to learn more. Now's a great time. Yes, the FAQs are in the wholesale Facebook group under units. So just look up the units on the side part. Okay. So I want to go into a little into our recognition and testimonies, and hopefully you guys have a celebration or a testimony to share. It can be about the business or about a product. But first, I just want to say that we have two very big rank announcements. Brittany has hit the rank of silver, and Marisa hit the rank of premier. You guys, these are our first two ranks that have structure to them, and they are the foundation for all of the rest of the ranks. And those are huge, huge accomplishments. I know they're not on here tonight, but they might catch the recording. So I just want to shout them out real quick. This past month, March, was one of our biggest enrollment months ever, I think. 266 enrollments for our entire team altogether. You guys, it's phenomenal. For a month that started with getting ready to go on a trip, getting ready to go to leadership, ordering gifts for our leaders coming to leadership, and setting up, we do team meals and we had all these other things planned, and going from that to, okay, canceling. Okay, now school's canceled. Now everything's canceled. Now, it was a wild ride. It was a wild month. I still don't know if I'm fully back upright yet. It still feels like half the things are upside down. And at the same time, knowing that our business is still here, knowing that I got to see you guys every week, and that we're still just kind of going with the flow, but that we're still here, has been incredible. So I'm very excited for all the momentum that you guys are creating in your businesses, and that this is a viable income for you guys, and that this is something that we have to offer. I'm seeing more and more people getting their empowerment bonus, which is a bonus that is for premiers and silvers. It is a very generous bonus. It does a lot to help with your earnings at these ranks. So again, I want to really, really watch for structure, and we'll be talking about that more for Power 3. This is something that I really want to make sure that you guys are benefiting from the financial side of this business, because we have this incredible opportunity to help people both physically and emotionally with oils, but we also have the opportunity to help people financially. So it's just such an incredible gift. So I want to see if does anybody have a testimony or a celebration that they want to share? It can be about someone else. It can be about you. Anything? Anybody? Nobody's anything to celebrate? Okay, guys. Well, if you think of something, I want to ask you guys too, if anyone has any questions about the study. Um, I know I am behind on getting you guys some of the stuff. It's been crazy. Um, does anybody have questions about the study? I know we talked about it the last 2 weeks. There is going to be, we just finalized with Cece today that we're going to have a 5:30 p.m. Hawaii time. Is it 5:30? Yes, it's 5:30 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time because it's going to be 8:30 Pacific for her in Vegas and for her Vegas people. So if you have people who are Pacific or people who just prefer a 5:30 p.m. time, we're going to offer an orientation, and then the close the following Wednesday will also be at that same time. So I'm going to post that in the group probably tonight or tomorrow first thing in the morning, as well as some other graphics for you guys. Who is planning on participating in the study, the adaptive study? Anybody? Sarah's participating. Okay, awesome. Liloa, Kea. Okay, awesome. If you guys need help with sampling, like with samples, um, please reach out to me. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so you are welcome to invite them if the 5:30 works easier for them. I'm going to make new links for those, and also share the link for both of them. It's actually going to be the same link, but it'll be for both times, as well as some other invite things and stuff tomorrow. And yeah, and if you guys need help with supplies or samples, reach out. Wednesday is going to be 5:30 Hawaii time. Yes, let me just check her message really quick to make sure it's not 5. Yeah, 8:30 Pacific, so 5:30 Hawaii time. And then everything else is the capsules okay while breastfeeding. Yes, they are. Yes, the Facebook page is different for the study. You're going to be adding them after they come to the orientation. Yeah, you can totally offer both of them to anybody. It was going to be only the 8 p.m. one, but because Cece, that's 11 for her, she was like, that's a bit late. So that's why we're doing that. But yeah, so there's the 8 p.m. and then there's the 5:30. It's quick. You can let people know it's about half an hour long. The orientation is not very long. Um, and yes, thank you, Kiana, for putting that in there. Um, it's the orientation and then the study close. So they're both gonna be on Wednesday. It's gonna be 1 week apart, and they'll be at the same time. So even if they come to the 5:30 orientation, then they want to come to the 8:30 on the close. It doesn't matter which one they come to. And I just ask that if you have people who are going to come to the 5:30 one, please be on with them so that they see you and that they feel comfortable, and that they see a familiar face. And yeah, I think that is it. I'm going to be posting more in there. I've also created a WhatsApp chat for those of you guys who are on WhatsApp so that you can be asking questions. Last time we did a Facebook message thread, but that's a little bit, I think WhatsApp will be easier. So I will share that on the Facebook group as well. That way, I know it's kind of cumbersome to go into Facebook when you're looking for like one thing or like a question about one thing. And I also don't check I do check my Facebook, but the amount of notifications that I get is so many that if you have like a timely question about the study, I want to make sure that I can get that answered for you, or even somebody else who's in the study can get that answered for you. So I'm going to have a chat in WhatsApp that is just for those of you guys who are inviting people to it. It's not going to be for your participants to be in. It's just going to be really for questions like that. Like what time is the one? 5:30, like, or whatever. What's the link? If it's like last minute, and somebody will be able to respond to you real quickly for that. The survey link, I'm going to have that for you tomorrow. That's going to be a Google survey. I'm still figuring it out because last time, like I said, we had a lot of it was in person. And so it's just modifying everything. Yeah. and then figuring out too how to share those results with you guys. But I think what we might do is actually make it sort of like a pie chart thing, and then just share it on the orientation to show where everybody's at, kind of like the general, like this is where the group is at for their results for the survey. So yeah, we'll have all of that for you guys tomorrow. And yeah, and then I'm going to wait to add you guys to the Facebook group, because it's not going to start until after the orientation. And I know that before I've added people and then they start adding their people. So we want to wait until after that. So be sure to join in the WhatsApp chat, because I'll be dropping those links in there, because that'll be the easiest way to communicate about the study. Okay. Is that it? Any other questions, you guys? Let's see. Okie dokie. Well, you guys have a great night. I'm excited for April, and I'm excited for the study. So I'll see you guys soon in there. Okay, bye.